One of the main aspects that makes Mario Kart World stand out from previous console Mario Kart entries is the addition of costumes. Dozens of outfits were added to this game that give the cast of racers an added freshness to them, unless your name is Snowman, or Dolphin, or Rocky Wrench, Conked, or Dry Bones. Since the game came out, I haven't used the default design of any character that has a costume available to them. They're just too fun to use. So I wanted to take this video to rank every single unique costume in Mario Kart World, but I'm going to be structuring it similarly to the couple of YouTube shorts I did for Yoshi and Luigi, where I'm going to rank each character's costumes individually, then take the best ones for each character and rank those towards the end. I figured this method would be better as a decent chunk of costumes are palette swaps between certain characters, like Mario and Luigi or all three of the baby girls. Properly ordering those in a more traditional ranking wouldn't be very fun for me to write into a video, to be honest. Oh, the Sailor costume is miles better on Daisy than Peach because she's Daisy? So hopefully this change in ranking style doesn't irk too many of y'all. Now let's start off with Mario. The Pro Racer skin for Mario is decent, likely taking inspiration from this art of Mario and Luigi from Grand Prix 2 3D Hot Rally on the Famicom, with some tweaks here and there. Sorta wish they just went with the Odyssey design of the Pro Racer skin with the full helmet though. That would have looked a little bit better in my opinion. But they kinda did that with the all-terrain skin, which trumps the Pro Racer one by a little bit. Very much like how the helmet has a brim at the edge that makes it look more like a normal hat. The reds and blues complement each other very well too. Touring gets the next spot. Hatless Mario with a stylish bomber jacket, fingerless gloves, and the black boots look really nice to me. Aviator is straight up the costume of the same name from Super Mario Odyssey. It's not too crazy, but I still have a soft spot for it because Lost Kingdom is my favorite area in that game, which this costume is connected to. That kind of fit always reminds me of Amelia Earhart. Is that just me, or? Dune Rider feels quite similar to Aviator, both of them having Mario wearing brown gloves, goggles, and thick shoes. What sets this one apart for me is how his hair is styled a bit more spiky than normal. It's good stuff. Happy is another really good one. Mario had a costume similar to this one in Odyssey and Mario Kart Tour, but with some slight color changes here and there. I definitely prefer World's take on this costume, with the robe mostly being white instead of blue. The unique trick animation it comes with is also great. Seeing those three leaves or, mini explosions, whatever they are, pop out, never gets old. And I'm putting Mechanic at his number 2 spot, which is another skin that's referenced in the Grand Prix 2 Famicom game. But with Mario being a handyman by profession on top of the backwards hat look absolutely serving on him, I can't help but be drawn to it. Cowboy Mario isn't his first time at the rodeo. We got it in Mario Party 2, Odyssey, and now this, where he's still making it look good. Nice little trick animation where he tips his hat, but I can't get over how this costume is connected to Boost Cinema Dash food. I feel like it would have made more sense for it to be connected to Moo Moo Meadows or one of the desert maps, but it's not that big of a deal. However, I'm not as drawn to it as his sightseeing costume. Backwards hat, sunglasses, and a Shine Sprite pattern Hawaiian shirt acting as one big reference to Sunshine, a game I will continue to have a soft spot for even though it's pretty jank in some areas. This costume having unique trick animation where Mario's sunglasses come off is the cherry on top. If I'm ever playing Mario for whatever reason in this game, the sightseeing skin will be the one I'm using 90% of the time, maybe more. As for Luigi, the Oasis skin doesn't really do it for me. While it's neat how this skin may act as an indirect reference to Aladdin, with Luigi's outfit being borderline identical to Aladdin's just with different colors, the outfit itself doesn't fit Luigi very well in my opinion. I think it would have looked better on someone like Koopa or even Yoshi, to be honest. Touring is solid. I really like the silver gloves and goggles on this one. It was my go-to skin for a lot of my early races, and by early races I mean the first few hours of playtime. Farmer is also good. The green outlines look good on the gloves. For whatever reason, this one took me the longest to unlock despite racing in Moo Moo Meadows quite a bit, but still like it. All-Terrain's color palette of blues, greens, and blacks work really well together, but it gets knocked down a bit for looking, borderline identical to Mario's version, which that's just kind of how it goes with a lot of the Mario Bros costumes, cause twins. Weirdly enough, I prefer Pro Racer on Luigi just a tad, despite it being less flashy than All-Terrain. The colors between both are similar to All-Terrain and by extension complement each other well. This just gets the edge because it has a unique trick animation where Luigi looks up at the sky sideways, pointing upwards. Luigi's mechanic fit, same situation with Mario's. While it lacks a unique trick animation, I'm giving it to nostalgia blindness a bit again and simping over a backwards hat Luigi. We just need more skins with the bros wearing backwards hats, honestly. Happy works just as well with Luigi as it does with Mario. The trick animations tied to the Cheap Fall skins will just forever be top tier. And as for Gondolier, that's my top pick for Weege. Not only does the outfit complement each other with the striped shirt and hat being a common fit for real-life gondoliers, but we gotta appreciate Luigi showing love for his Italian heritage. I will acknowledge this skin comes down to more personal preference than a lot of the others, because I've seen some say they don't vibe with it because Luigi's sausage fingers look off-putting. I can sort of see where folks are coming from, but it doesn't really bother me. As for Peach, not a huge fan of the Arrow skin. We went for quite a long period of time where Peach and a lot of the other female Mario characters in Mario Kart were confined to jumpsuits as their default outfits, so with World adding more variety, I don't have much of a desire to ever use this costume. Not bad per se, the other ones are just better. Peach's sightseeing outfit is quite cute. The style of the fit reminds me of 20th century woman's fashion. I'm not exactly sure what area or decade, but definitely 20th century, right? Her vacation costume ever so slightly edges out sightseeing though. It's extremely close. I think it comes down to the sun hat sundress combo looking cuter. Usually when it comes to choosing between something that's cute or something that's cool / badass, I choose the latter, but on rare occasions, cute will trump cool. I don't think I like Peach's aviator skin as much as Mario's, but Peach still rocks it. A great choice to make the fit pink, because if it was brown like Mario's, I think it would have been lower. The Pro Racer skin for the ladies are really good within that specific costume category, mainly because of how baseball hats are used while still incorporating their crowns in a way that doesn't look bad. Peach is having black streaks in there, very nice as well. Not sure if this fit would have popped as much if it was just pink and white. Farmer Peach actually might be better than Luigi's, and that feels insane to say out loud considering this channel name. Her wearing a long sleeve shirt with the rest of the farmer themed fit looks better than Weege wearing a short sleeve. The blue sunflower accessory for the hat is also a nice touch. Peach's touring outfit is also great. The pink bow, bomber jacket, jorts, all very good. But what really sold me was the knee pads. I feel like I've seen more fan art of this fit than any other Peach ones. Even still, it's not my favorite. That one goes to the Yukata costume. Straight from Mario Odyssey, where she'll wear it if you visit Bowser's Kingdom. Love the fire flower pattern with the Boo Mask accessory, although it would have been cool if the older concept art of this outfit was used instead of the final one of Odyssey. Could have been a chance to, give the skin more of its own identity while still looking good. On to Daisy. Her arrow costume is the exact same situation as Peach's, only using orange streaks as the color that's synonymous with her character. Not bad, but I still prefer the others. As for her vacation outfit, it's a bit better than Peach's for me. The orange tights, barrette, and stripes on the dress do more. I also appreciate the shoes matching the earrings. Her Pro Racer skin is also great. Again, it takes aspects of Peach's, but I'm gonna bring up backwards hats looking cooler for the 70th time. Daisy just absolutely rocks this fit, man. The touring fit, however, edges it out just a bit. While the general theme is a lot like Peach's, where Daisy sports the bomber jacket, bow, and knee pads, she's got a tattoo of a flower on her leg. That sold me. It's probably not actually a tattoo since this is a Mario game, but that's my headcanon and I'm not budging on it. Good luck. Swimwear earns Daisy's silver medal. Backwards hats are one thing, but sideways hats? Don't even get me started. This had potential to be #1 if sunglasses were incorporated in some way, shape, or form. Her Oasis costume is easily the best. Even though Luigi's doesn't really suit him to me, Daisy looks incredible with hers. This gives her a unique trick animation where she does a dance pose in the outfit itself, looking like Princess Jasmine, rounds it all out. She's the Jasmine to Luigi's Aladdin. I love it. Yoshi's overall costume lineup is really strong, so ranking these was a bit tough for me. I'm giving Pro Racer the last spot. Again, the Pro Racer class of skins is kind of hard to screw up. A lot of them look decent, Yoshi's included. Blue boots and gloves complement the red knife, but the red helmet on top of his head being red isn't the best looking. Matsuri is another Japanese themed costume that looks very similar to both Mario and Luigi's Happy costumes. Blue is another good choice of colors here to complement the yellow Yoshi. The headband just balancing on his eyes because he doesn't have a proper forehead is hilarious, as well as a very cute trick animation of him carrying a question mark block on a stick too. I have a soft spot for the touring skin because white Yoshi is one of my favorite colors of Yoshi. Please don't read too deep into that. So I'm pretty biased on this one despite the costume being pretty simplistic overall. Smart choice to have his goggles around his neck as to not make it look too close to his Pro Racer version. Food Slinger is arguably one of the least unique costumes in a sense due to every other non-playable Yoshi wearing the same outfit while working their shift, but the skin is too cute and hilarious for me to care. I don't even mind if he gets the order wrong, he's doing his best. Poor guy seems to have developed a bad case of acne thanks to being exposed to all that oil in the fryers. Someone get this guy some CeraVe, unless those are food crumbs, in which case, here's a napkin. I really like Aristocrat. He looks very sophisticated. He's got to be high on the economic food chain looking like that. They even gave this brother a cane for a trick animation. It's awesome. Swimwear is easily a top 3 Yoshi skin. The goggles snorkel combo with orange Yoshi color to die for. Reminds me a lot of Mario's swimwear costume in Odyssey, actually. I assume that's why this colored skin was chosen. Super cute trick animation of Yoshi fluttering his feet like he's trying to swim in midair as well. It makes me sad not every single costume was given a unique trick animation because, I think they could have done that. Whoever designed Soft Server deserves a raise. Pink Yoshi is another one I have a soft spot for because of Super Mario Sunshine, and to me this is just a better looking version of Food Slinger. Nice pattern on the shoes, he's got a bow tie, and a little ice cream cone on his saddle. A very detailed costume. And now, while Biker isn't as detailed as Soft Server, it's still my favorite. He's literally just Boshi from Super Mario RPG. What more can we ask for? We gotta take what we can get when it comes to Mario RPGs getting referenced in more popular game series. And plus the skin looks badass. A+ choice in the fingerless black gloves. As for DK, his all-terrain skin costume is pretty good. The best part about it is the barrel pattern on the arm plates, for sure. Wow, that was tough. DK just has so many skins in this game, so it's hard to figure out which one I like the most. Please, for the love of God, give this guy more in a post-Bonanza release update. He really deserves it. Bowser's got 4 costumes, and to no surprise, they're all bangers. Bowser's all-terrain skin, while good, is one of the few instances where I don't like it more than Pro Racer. The green works well on this outfit, because turtle, and the yellow stripe on the back of his shell is a nice touch. Pro Racer gives him an all-white jumpsuit, which works surprisingly well despite Bowser's rotund physique. His shell has even more flair to it than All Terrain did, not only with a white stripe down the middle, but the entire outline of it colored white with his name on it. Now, while Bowser's shell may not have any text on the biker costume, it still beats out the former. Comb-over hair like an Odyssey, ripped jeans, sunglasses on top of his shell now colored black with blue outlines around the spikes. It's so good. Sunglasses are another accessory I sent for if you couldn't tell by now. However, I gotta say, his supercharged costume is the best of the four despite lacking the sunglasses. So much detail going on here while looking badass to boot. Red and black complement each other very well, obviously. There's flame patterns on the knee pads and visor. The chest plate looks like he's got a furnace on his stomach. On top of the back of his shell protruding two different exhaust pipes. If you look closely, you can even see two different dials, which I imagine are a speedometer and one that tracks the levels of heat, which is always dialed up to max because, well, it's Bowser. That brother is always hot. Pause. Like his father, Bowser Jr.'s costume selection, while small, are all very good for him. His Pro Racer fit sort of reminds me of Yoshi's, where there's more of a focus on the visor rather than the helmet itself. Green, once again, a good choice for someone who's part of the Koopa troupe. I wonder why they didn't give him a full bodysuit, to be honest. I'm not necessarily complaining, just curious. White stripe on the back of his shell, just like Papa. They actually did the same thing with his biker costume. No pants, but the shell pattern matches Bowser's biker skin, focusing on blues and blacks. No sunglasses is unfortunate, but the goggles and white scarf that hang over his shell look cute on Junior. The Explorer skin takes the cake for sure, or as I like to call it, Boy Scout Junior. As someone who was a Boy Scout in elementary school, this costume, it speaks to me. It's not just the fit doing a great at resembling an actual Boy Scout uniform, it's all the badges on the back of his shell, that's what got me. Clown car badge, question mark badge, banana badge, and a chain jump badge? Dude, that's the hardest one to get. Our little guy's gonna be an Eagle Scout in no time. Koopa having more skins than two guys who outrank him in the army, that's just hilarious, but at least they're all pretty good. His Pro Racer skin is probably one of my least favorite Pro Racer skins out of that entire class. It just doesn't have a whole lot going on in the yellow helmet on a creature that has a yellow head. It's not the best looking in the world. Work Crew is a bit better, I will say. The orange vest hat combo looks good on Koopa. On top of his trick animation unique to this costume where he brings out red traffic batons you see people on airport runways use. Speaking of runways, the runner costume is next. A lot of colors from his base design are kept with this fit, i.e., lots of greens and whites, with the addition of sunglasses and more detailed shoes. The trick animation is the main thing that gives this the edge over Work Crew, running in a mid-air circle like a hamster that never gets old to watch. 5-head move, giving the runner skin a unique trick where he runs in such a goofy fashion. While All-Terrain Koopa seems to lack a unique trick, the overall skin design beats out Runner for me. Fingerless black gloves, the hat spelling out the whole Koopa name instead of just a K on there, a cool looking headset, and a red framer on the shell for some extra flair. Definitely one of the better All-Terrain skins. The Sailor costume is my favorite of Koopa's, and I admit I'm pretty biased with this one. The Sailor outfit, while looking good, is pretty standard looking, but even then, it being a water-themed outfit for a more aquatic creature like a turtle makes me like it more for whatever reason. Also, I won a knockout tour with this costume in a lobby with YouTuber C-Reacts. I didn't even stream snipe the guy either, just found him randomly in a worldwide lobby. GG's, brother. Toad's another one who's tough to rank because all four of the costumes are very good, but the Captain Toad Explorer fit gets 4th place. I know that fit has become iconic over the years with the character getting 2 of his own games, and it does look good. Maybe it's because it's not new, that's why I'm not messing with it as much, as stupid as that sounds. Not pretty, not shiny. He's got one of the best Pro Racer fits in the game, no doubt. The full helmet really sells me. It's too bad more characters couldn't opt for this look because Toad is absolutely killing it. But Engineer's even better. Cute skin that reminds me a bit of Food Slinger Yoshi in the sense that it conveys the job at hand well. Yeah, being a train engineer is no joke, hence the soot on his head and train hat not being worn straight on. The little man's got his work cut out for him with this job. Burger Bud? Close to perfection. Little trick animation where he holds the patty in place, the little flag on top, a bow tie fit like it's an old school McDonald's uniform, elite costume. I was tempted to rank Toadette together with Toad, but they have some slight differences with their costumes. This may be a dumb reason, but Toadette's Pro Racer skin doesn't look quite as good as Toad's for me, and it comes down to her visor being blue. It feels sort of out of place with the blue being there, with how much pink and white is used already. Maybe if it was a different shade of pink, it would have looked better to me. Her conductor outfit being a cleaner version of Toad's engineer outfit while still being part of the same theme was a good choice. Good use of blues and golds with the cherry on top being the hat using the, same Shine Sprite style logo seen on the train that travels through Whistletop Summit's track. Her Explorer skin I feel about the same as I do with Toad's same version. Cute skin that obviously references how she looked in both Captain Toad games. I wouldn't mind seeing another installment to that series. Those games were, nice casual fun. Toadette's soft server skin, easily her best by a country mile, no contest. The white frame glasses already look great, but the amount of detail on her head is insane. Wavy at the bottom to replicate a real scoop of ice cream in a cone, sprinkles on top, and bits of frost in the bow. Easily the best food-related costume in the game. Lakitu's 2 costumes are really easy for me. Pit Crew being the second place of the bunch while still being pretty good. Reminds me of Koopa's all-terrain fit, just going more with shades of black and white with the occasional green. Makes sense for him to have a skin like this since his brethren are the ones running the races. Fisherman is just better though, donning a straw hat seen in Asian countries as well as the fishing bowl having a spiny ball on the end of it for bait. That's just great. Makes me wonder if he got this skin because of how capturing a Lakitu worked in Odyssey where, you have to fish with him. King Boo's 3 costumes are easy for me as well. His Pro Racer skin is easily one of the weakest ones in that category. Since he's a circular floating ghost, there's only so much that can be done with a fit like that, so all they could do was give him a helmet with a purple visor. Aristocrat is a bit better though. The fake mustache is what really sells that one for me. Plus the coat he wears having a fur outline to make it stand out more from Yoshi's is a nice touch. I think it would have been bad if they were both wearing, button-up suit-type coats. But Pirate, easily the best. The captain's coat being all ragged and run down since he's a ghost, the eye patch, hook for a hand, and all the treasure inside the pirate hat, everything works so well together. I'm pretty sure this is the only King Boo costume with a unique trick animation as well. Shy Guy is another Lakitu situation for me where one of these things is not like the others. Pit Crew is a good skin, but I imagine giving Shy Guy 2 skins with visors would have looked weird, so they opted to keep his face clean on this one while throwing in some white stripes on his coat. It works well enough. Slopestyle clears though, the orange goggles completely covering his soulless eyes from the snow, even whipping out a snowboard sometimes when he tricks. He's another character I hope gets more costumes in a future update. The developers really seemed to favor Wario a bit in the skin department, didn't they? No misses really, none of these really miss. Work Crew is solid, but the weakest of the bunch for me. Yellow hard hat with purple streaks, which match his main outfit colors are nice, as well as the sweat rag around his neck with some spots on the tank top showing he's, busting his ass at the factory. His Pro Racer outfit is easily the most unique out of anyone in the roster. Most of the Pro Racer outfits are white focused, but this is Wario we're talking about here. He's a greedy, selfish son of a gun who gets what he wants no matter what. If he wants a yellow jumpsuit, he's getting one. It's great how he's got a logo for the regular W like on his hat and the nose mustache logo seen in the WarioWare games on his outfit. Road Ruffian is one of those skins I can see some not vibing with due to Wario showing his midriff, but it doesn't bother me. The yellow mohawk that comes with the helmet is so over the top, but that's what makes it good for someone like Wario. Oasis Wario really rounds out the Aladdin trio, doesn't it? Luigi's Aladdin, Daisy's Jasmine, and I guess that makes Wario Jafar. Love the trick animation where he twists his mustache like a sneaky little bastard. Wicked Wasp does a great job at utilizing Wario's base design colors, somewhat inverting them around his torso area whilst throwing in some stripes to match with how wasps have them. They even gave him some wings and antennae. I don't care if Wario with the baby bloopers meta, if you use this costume without the Honey V Kart, you hate fun. The Pirate Wario costume feels like it's a good contrast to King Boo's of the same name, focusing mostly on red colors and being much cleaner looking all around. The shiny gold gloves are great for someone like Wario who loves money, with the trick animation of him pulling out a pirate cutlass, really rounding everything out. Great costume, and yet, his biker skin ever so slightly beats it. Sunglasses, check. Denim biker vest, check. Trucker hat with a cow on it? Yes, please. Oh, would you look at that? They gave him a ponytail. Damn near a 10 out of 10. Very close to a 10 out of 10. Maybe I'm being too needy, but it would have been cool if they threw in his main design from the WarioWare games as a skin. Waluigi, I'm kind of 50-50 on with his overall lineup, with a couple being okay, with the rest being absolute bangers. Starting off with the okay ones and his Pro Racer outfit, not a whole lot to say about this one. I guess it's cool how the suit is zipped down around his chest and ankles area. Nobody else is really doing that. Mariachi is pretty good too, very clean looking for someone like Waluigi. The style and accessories used do match that of a traditional male mariachi outfit. I'll give credit where credit is due in that regard. I imagine the eye mask is supposed to reference El Dia de los Muertos, aka the Day of the Dead, since this costume is connected to Dry Bones Burnout. But maybe I'm wrong. Road Ruffian looks great on Waluigi. To bring Wario back up again, it really feels like both of these costume types are going for a more post-apocalyptic / Mad Max vibe, and it works very well. The mohawk he's got looks better than Wario's too. As for the biker outfit, I like how this one was given more of a unique identity to where it doesn't, just look like a palette swap of Wario's. Sure, they're both wearing sunglasses and a denim vest, but Waluigi's rocking a nice purple headband with an upside-down L just like his hat. Oh, the boots have the emblems too, actually. I didn't even catch that until writing this video. Vampire, easily the best Waluigi skin. Maybe this is because I've always liked vampires and I'm still on a sinner's high after watching it 3 times.
Well, in the merry month of May, from me home I started.
Who better to give a vampire skin to the lankiest member of the Mario group of pals? Purple vampire cape looks great. They made his skin paler since, vampires can't get sunlight. Slicked his hair back, sharper canine teeth. It even changed the style the upside down L's on his glove usually are. Using a more traditional looking font to make them look more sophisticated in a sense. And to top it all off, he's got one of the best trick animations in the game, where he makes a scary face right at the camera as some bats fly around him. Such a massive upgrade from the vampire costume he has in Tor. Birdo's a real easy one for me, so I'll keep it short and simple. Pro Racer is the weaker of the two. Honestly, this doesn't even look like it belongs in the Pro Racer class to me. It feels more like a touring skin because of the vest. Vacation Birdo is good though. She's wearing a similar sundress to Peach, but her bow having this blue scaled pattern that looks like the rainbow fish from the book of the same name looks legitimately pretty. Pauline Arrow skin. Yep, that's a thing. The gold with the red is at least unique compared to the other Arrow ones. And to give Pauline some credit, her trick animation where she sings a different note each time it's done is incredible. Fan favorite Rosalina's got her Arrow skin as well. Once again, my least favorite of her skin bunch. See previous recents listed 5 or so minutes ago with Peach and Daisy, same ones. The Pro Racer outfit, on the other hand, I like more than those two solely because she has her sweatshirt tied around her waist. Looks good. She's got a very nice touring outfit too, almost like a half summer, half winter fit that works. The summer portions being the backwards hat and sunglasses, while the winter is, leggings and the high top boots. I'm sure I'm in the majority with thinking Aurora is Rosalina's best costume. The dress, which is clearly inspired by the Aurora Borealis Northern Lights, is almost hypnotizing to look at. The crystal accessories in her hair look great to boot. I love the creativity behind giving the Princess of the Cosmos an outfit tied to a phenomenon where the Earth's magnetic field interacts with the sun in a special way. Baby Mario's work crew skin is kinda cute. I like how he's got mud all over his face because babies are messy or whatever, but I gotta dock some points for child labor. At least the trick animation where he pulls out his hammer looks cute. The Pro Racer fit is just downscaled version of Mario's with antennas sticking out of the helmet. Decent enough. Swimwear is definitely the most unique of the three, so I feel obligated to have it as his best one. They even gave him little floaties and a trick animation where bubbles pop up as he tries to swim. Work crew Baby Weege, same thing, child labor and all that, but the trick animation of hitting himself in the head is way better than Paper Mario's hammer one. As is the case with Pro Racer, just like Big Luigi's, but with an antenna. I'm gonna rank Baby Peach and Daisy together because the 4 costumes each of them have are all the same type with different colors to match their usual iconic ones, as I don't feel strongly or lead towards any of their particular costumes. Their Pro Racer skins are pretty cute. It's cool they got helmets this time around, which are sort of fused together with the crowns, as opposed to the crowns on baseball hats like their adult selves. The touring costumes are also nice. Can't really go wrong with a more casual fit. Sailor outfits are good, but not quite as good as Koopa's. A nice detail where the bows around their necks are, tied in different knots. I didn't catch that initially. With the Explorer skins at the top, that wasn't a hard choice for me. The Explorer outfit has always looked good, and those two rock it. Now, while Baby Rosalina has the same costume types as the other two baby girls, I decided to order her costumes a bit differently. The Pro Racer costume is still my least favorite, sporting the same style as the other two, just with usual Rosalina colors. Her Sailor outfit is a bit different, using more standard darker blue colors and white stripes. Looks good to me. Explorer is Explorer. Simply looks good like the others. However, her touring skin takes the cake as the best for me. The goggles on the forehead, and especially her jacket sleeves being too long to show her hands, it's very cute. I wish Baby Peach and Daisy's touring outfits took the same approach. Okay, so before I rank my best costumes in order, I'll lay everything out on the table. We got Sightseeing Mario, Gondolier Luigi, Yukata Peach, Oasis Daisy, Biker Yoshi, All-Terrain DK, Supercharged Bowser, Explorer Bowser Jr., Sailor Koopa, Burger Toad, Soft Serve Toadette, Fisherman Lakitu, Pirate King Boo, Slope Shy Guy, Biker Wario, Vampire, Vacation Birdo, Arrow Pauline, Aurora Rosalina, Swimwear Baby Mario, Pro Racer Baby Luigi, Explorers Baby Peach / Daisy, and Touring Baby Rosalina. Dear God. Now we're at the hard part. As for the worst of the best, and I'm using the word worst very loosely here, I'm gonna put Pro Racer Baby Luigi. Due to being the same as his big self, as well as only having one other costume, not much else I can do about that one. Arrow Pauline is up next. It's a good fit for her, but she really got the short end of the stick in this game, where her only alternate outfit is an Arrow jumpsuit skin like the other ladies have been rocking for years now. Onto the 2 Explorer skins for Baby Peach and Daisy. Very clean looking outfits for both of them. Cute little backpacks to boot. Not much else to say. Vacation Birdo is carried quite hard off the elegant bow color and pattern combo. A good thing they went with that, or else I probably would have had her lower on this list. Touring Baby Rosalina, again, the longer sleeves, just simply adorable. Swimwear Baby Mario takes the crown for the next best baby skin. Not only is it the most unique, but it looks good to boot. If he didn't have the yellow floaties on, that would have been a different story. All-Terrain DK is very good, but not quite in great tier. Again, super unfortunate for someone like him to have only one costume. I will keep sniffing copium for more DK costumes until this game is confirmed to no longer receive updates. It hurts to say, but I'm putting Sailor Koopa next. You may have won me a 24 real human being knockout tour lobby against a 1 million subscriber channel, but the rest of the costumes on here are anywhere between a little better to a lot better. On to Biker Wario, just a really good outfit that fits Wario perfectly, the ponytail being the main seller. That's where we're at now. It's coming down to tiny things like a ponytail. Fisherman Lakitu, an outfit like this is great for him. The trick animation of him holding the pole is nice, and I appreciate the cultural accuracy. Yukata Peach, Can't really go wrong with this outfit. It's got a unique trick just like the rest of the Cheap Fall outfits, and it's a nice nod to Odyssey. If Odyssey 2 ever happens, I'd love to see a new version of Yukata Peach. Now for Oasis Daisy. As the princess of Sarasaland, which is known for its desert oasis environments, no other lady racer could have rocked a fit like this better than her. Slope Shy Guy is one of the coolest looking versions of Shy Guy we've gotten in my opinion. This is what peak athleticism looked like. Wish he had more skins on this level of quality, but it is what it is. Aurora Rosalina is the most elegant costume in the game. As someone who's seen the Northern Lights myself at night because I live in the Northeast, her fit looks just as good as the real deal, I'm serious. Explorer Bowser Jr. is my favorite Explorer class costume. The other ones are either references to other games or take a more traditional route, but Bowser Jr. becoming a Boy Scout with badges all over his shell makes it the best one for me. Putting Burger Toad here, that feels right. What you see is what you get. Toad's head is a burger, and he looks like the mascot of a fast food chain that I want to order from just because of that look. Gondolier Luigi going full Italian, just the best. The tipping hat trick animation is cool and all, but if he had a singing one like Pauline, it might have made the top 3. Sightseeing Mario, sublime. Anytime Sunshine is referenced in whatever capacity in a mainline spinoff or title, said reference does not miss. Sightseeing Mario continues that trend in the best way possible. Biker Yoshi, Boshi, and Boshi the Rock. For the cuteness factor, soft serve Toadette is the cutest skin in the game. Seeing the frost on her head with those white frame glasses, it's incredible. Most of the time when I see Toadette players online, they're using this skin, and I get it. The other ones can't really compete. The bronze medal costume goes to Supercharged Bowser. It's such an incredible outfit. The only thing that could have made this one better in my opinion is if the dials on his back actually fluctuated depending on how fast you were going. As far as I'm aware, the dials are set to max at all times. As for the silver medal, I'm giving it to Pirate King Boo. This is the closest thing we're ever going to get to the Flying Dutchman in Mario. King Boo rocks this costume to radioactive levels. My One Piece superfan bias may be a factor with this placement as well. It is what it is. That leaves the best costume in the game as Vampire. This one is essentially perfect to me. No other character could have made a vampire costume look this good, and it's funny how this is the only Boost Cinema connected costume that's actually horror themed. The rest are either sophisticated or goofy. Vampire is currently my most used costume in the game, and it'll probably stay that way until a potential future update to the game. It's peak. That's all there is to it. Let me know what your guys' favorite costume is, least favorite costume, or, talking one from each character, whatever you want. I'd love to know your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe, or else Vampire will turn you into one of his kind.
We'll taste the sweet pain of death. We will make beautiful music together.